Hi, this is the third and last installment of the Baha'i faith. I just wanted to tell you that Baha'u'llah made it very clear so that we would not have what has happened with so many other religions, like in Christianity, where you have different congregations and all interpreting the Bible to suit what they'd pick up certain things and that would mean something to them. So you have Anglicans, Methodists, Baptists, or having their own interpretation of the Bible, and the same with Muslims, the Sunnis and the Shiites. And Baha'u'llah did not want this to happen to the Baha'i faith, so he gave strict instructions that his son Abdul Baha would be the one who would interpret his writings, and then after Abdul Baha, the guardian, which was Abdul Baha's son, Shoghi Effendi, would then be the person responsible, and then after that the Universal House of Justice. Now, these Universal House of Justice are people who get elected. Now, I want to make it very clear to you that Baha'i elections are of service. So you don't, like in a normal election in a government, go around and advertise and promote that, hey, I'm the best person for the job. There is none of that in the Baha'i faith, because the Baha'is believe in humility and in serving. So you don't put your name forth, you get asked, and it's a humility, it's a honor to be served, to serve. So there is no payments, though I'm not saying that there are not jobs in the Baha'is, because there are paid secretaries and there are paid people who work on the computers, but to be elected to, say, the local council, which is a local governing body, and then they build up and up, you take it as an honor. You are asked to serve. There is no going around, vote for me, I'm the best candidate. It's Baha'is. Each Baha'i in prayer thinks about who the right Baha'i would be to hold that position, and that person doesn't know. Doesn't put their name forth. This is very hard to explain. You have to be a Baha'i to understand what I'm trying to say. But say a position came up on the LSA, which is the local spiritual assembly, and position came up for secretary. I can't put my name forth and say, yeah, I'll be secretary. Baha'is get to vote on who they think the right, suitable, and most spiritual, not most spiritual, that's not quite right, but just from their hearts, they will vote on the person to be, to serve the people. So, why it doesn't get broken up is because at the top of all these little governing bodies, we have the Universal House of Justice, and the Universal House of Justice, it is up to them. There's an elected group of people who interpret the writings of Abdul Baha, Shoghi Effendi, and Baha'u'llah and the Bab. And again, this is a position of honor. Now, back to Abdul Baha, who we emulate. Abdul Baha was imprisoned with his father for over 50 years, 55 years, and was actually released. He was imprisoned by the Turks and was released at the age of 65. Now, part of that imprisonment was house arrest, but from the age of 65, he then went around to spread the Baha'i faith all around the world, travelling to places like Canada, England, everywhere, east and west. He spread the message of God. And just last year was the celebrating a century of the ascension of Abdul Baha. Now, Abdul Baha devised 14 tablets, and I think this was in 1914 or 1916, and this was the divine plan. Now, I'm not going to get into much more detail, but to let you know this, that in 2022 was the end of a 9-year plan, and that the plans are over 25 years, ending in 2046. Now, you may come across the term Rizvan, and Rizvan, so we're in the year Rizvan 2023. That's just a year. Now, for those of you who live in Australia, the first Baha'is came from England 1920s and were an elderly couple who were in their 60s, and they were quite sick and quite poor. So imagine being the first people who, whatever religion you are, to go to a new country and be the first of that religion to spread this news. So what else do I have for you is that the major plan of God is for justice, peace, and unity, and the minor plan of God involves the work of the Baha'is. So for more information on the Baha'is, please visit the Baha'i.org organization on Google, and it's spelt capital BAHA'(I) org. Thank you very much for listening. Again, I have one more video to make, and it's not religious, and I want to thank my faithful viewers for watching this, and I want to say again, remember, every life matters, and it's up to you what to believe, but know that you are a spiritual being, and that, as I said before, we do have a life review. And have a great day, and love you. And I'm just going to make one very short video now about something else. Thank you. Bye.